So what up guys, welcome back to another video. Got a really fun video for you. I'm going to go through 3 classes I think you should consider maining or alting for Season 1 or Season 2 possibly for Dragonflight. Mainly for Mythic Plus and Rating, but even for PvP they're super fun, seriously. I love these 3 classes. I had to share with you guys. They're an absolute blast. You know, I've been pushing keys, rating with them, doing some PvP. I mean, I'm not kidding. I'm having the most fun I've had in Dragonflight or in WoW in general for years, okay? So I'm going to go through why I think these specs are awesome to play, why I'd recommend them, and I'm even going to go through what spec I think you should start with if you've never played them before, and even share some YouTubers or streamers you guys can check out to watch some gameplay. But you're welcome to come check me out on Twitch. I'll be playing these classes and some other classes. I mainly tank for keys and rating, but I also like to heal. I like to DPS, and I like some PvP too, so feel free to go check me out over there. I post on my Discord when I go live. Alright guys, so let me know your favorite class though, and favorite spec. I'm genuinely curious. I'm an alcoholic, so I'll probably try it out. So let me know in the comments below. I seriously, I want to know. Okay, so let's jump right into the video. First class, monks. Okay, all 3 specs are in a great spot. Specifically, I'm loving Windwalker right now. I mean, oh my gosh. But they have insane mobility, okay? You literally have multiple rolls to get from places. Flying Serpent Kicks, Tiger's Lust. I mean, you can get in and out of combat like wild, move to other locations really quickly. It's great, okay? Especially if you like high mobile classes. Also, this ability, Night Phase Stomp, is absolutely gorgeous. I'm not kidding. I love this ability just for how it looks. Even if it wasn't viable, I think in lower terms of content, I think I'd still use it. It's just so good. But not just Night Phase Stomp. Their abilities are freaking awesome. You're spinning around, you're throwing fists, backflips, you know, throwing kegs at enemies and breathing fire. It's so cool. Okay, so cool. They're also very viable right now. Mistweaver monks are in a pretty good spot. They're also getting a healing buff soon, and they're fun to play. Windwalker monks are nuts, okay? In every form of content right now. It's not like in Shadowlands where they were really good at AoE but really bad in single target. You're also really good in single target, but seriously, in PvP, if that's something that interests you, but also Mythic Plus and Rating, you can push high content, and you can pick it up really easily. Brew is also in a good spot, super fun, it does a ton of damage, and they're getting buffed soon, so that's going to be really good for them. So if being viable is important or fun to you, then this class is great for you, okay? They also feel totally different than any other class in the game, and I think that might be why they're the least played class in the game by a pretty significant margin too. But it's not because they're not viable. I think it's because of familiarity. In the way that they deal damage, take damage, and heal is different than other classes. So I think that that's a big part of that. But if you haven't played it before, I'd specifically recommend picking up Windwalker or Monk to start out with. Great spot, super fun spec. Like I said, easy to pick up and easy to like push higher content if you want to, or if you just want something chill and kind of fun and great mobility, good defensives for it if you need it, and keys and stuff like that. And it's nice to be able to top meters when you're not that geared, honestly. So, I'd recommend checking out Equinox. I think he streams on Twitch, and I watch his YouTube gameplay, but he plays Brewmaster, so if you're into tank gameplay or anything like that, go check him out. And also Zog TV, if you want to see some Windwalker gameplay. He primarily does PvP, but I think it's just fun to watch. But if you are looking to push some PvP content, then he's a great streamer for that. I don't know a bunch of other streamers for monks, so feel free to recommend someone in the comments below. I'd love to check them out, and I'm sure someone else would if they're thinking about picking up monks for sure. Next class, Druid. Okay, this class has been one of my main classes for, well, since the beginning of WoW, honestly. I love them. I absolutely love them. There's been some expansions where I haven't enjoyed them as much, but Dragonflight is a freaking banger, okay? But you can play all 3 roles, okay? So you can tank, you can heal, and you can do DPS. You can be melee DPS, or you can be range DPS. And that's huge for me, especially since I'm like an alcoholic, but for my mains, I like to be able to do more than just one role specifically. And if you're like me, then this will be a good class for you, a great class for you, okay? But they have fantastic mobility and utility for their team, no matter what spec you play. So, like Stampeding Roar, Mark of the Wild, I mean, that's fantastic. I mean, really good there. And usually you're always viable, okay? So being part of the meta or good classes interests you, and if you find it fun, then usually there's a druid spec that's doing well. So if one isn't doing well, then you can pick up another one. The likelihood of having all 4 specs be completely unplayable in Mythic Plus or Rating at the same time is very, very low. I don't think I've ever seen it happen. So if you're just looking for a class where you can play all the roles, maybe melee DPS, range DPS, or just want to do everything, this is a great class for you, okay? Seriously. Also, ability, okay? They've got a really cool abilities. I really like their healing stuff. I mainly tank. I love being in a bear and all that stuff, but their aesthetic is really cool. But also, I love the ability Convoke. I mean, again, it's with these Night Phase abilities, okay? But it's freaking awesome, okay? Looks amazing, but I just love the aesthetic, being able to transform into a freaking deer, a bird, a bear, a freaking, what do they call it, the sea lion or whatever in water. It's just so much fun. And if PvP interests you, they're really fun in that. It's like hold my beer while I kill everything fun or heal. They're just in a really good spot. So it definitely worth trying out if you dabble in some PvP or something like that. But for Mythic Plus Raid, great spot. Most of the specializations are in a pretty damn good spot. Feral's in a good spot right now, which that's crazy. If you know anything about Feral Druids, Feral Druids don't, like, the people that play them don't suck, but the spec itself has had some tough times, so it's nice to see him doing better. And Resto's awesome. I'm trying it out right now. So, but if you're looking to try out some Druids and not sure what to spec to start with, I recommend Restoration, Resto Druid. It's the healing spec. It's very good right now. It's easy to pick up, and it's very engaging. Really fun. I'm not kidding. So it's great for beginners, but there's also a really high skill cap, I think, with them. You can push in crazy high content if that's something that interests you. Again, very viable, so that's important. From some people to recommend, I'll check out Nagura or Cyber on Twitch. Nagura plays Boomy, so Boomkin, so range DPS, and Cy plays Feral, so melee DPS and Cat, Kitten freaking DPS and all that stuff, but super fun. Both great streamers, and you can check out some gameplay and all that jazz. All right, last class for you guys, Warrior. Personally, I seem to always come back to this class, okay? I just love it. I love charging in, going zug, smashing enemies, leaping in another pack, smashing enemies. It's just super fun. It's incredibly engaging. Prot Warrior is an incredibly fun tank, fits your classic one-handed weapon and shield fantasy. Fury is just insane. It focuses on consistent momentum and always has a button to press, which I like. I think it's really fun, and if that's important to you, then Fury is a great spec for you to pick up. Arms is about hitting peeps hard, and it's more methodical and tactical when you're deciding what to press and when, which I thoroughly enjoy. It's my favorite of the two DPS specs for sure, but they're both great. But Warrior in general is a pretty easy class to pick up and play if you're just starting out, which can be exactly what you want when playing a game. It's just a game, you're there to have fun. So if that's something, something easy to play, then Warrior's a great class for that. But it has a high skill ceiling too if you want to push really high content and get better at something or whatever you want to do. They're very viable right now, okay? Prot Warrior is absolutely cracked out of its freaking mind. Best tank in the game right now, and I think it might stay that way for a while. Fury and Arms both do great damage, and so getting into most types of content won't be hard, like higher mythics if you're looking to push that, or raid content, anything like that. They're really viable, okay? So like being part of S tier or meta is important to you. I think Warriors is a great spec to go over in general. Definitely a good one to go with. But if you want to try this class out, I personally recommend Prot Warrior. If you want a tank, just great, easy to pick up, tons of damage, great tank right now. And Fury, if you want a DPS, really easy to pick up, very engaging, great numbers, just fun to play. But a streamer I'd recommend to check out on Twitch, Bajira. Okay, he is an amazing streamer and genuine dude. I've been watching him for so long. He plays Fury and Arms Warrior and is insanely good, pushing higher content, doing PvP, Mythic Plus rating, whatever it is. But he's just a fun guy. If you have any questions about Warrior, ask him because I feel like he knows everything about that class. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate every single one of you guys. If you haven't tried out these classes, I highly recommend it. Great classes to main, or at least all. If you have been playing the classes, let me know what you think below. Seriously, I want to know. And let me know your favorite class in Dragonflight right now, favorite spec, and why in the comments below. I really want to know. If you guys want to come hang out, have any questions about the classes, or want to do some keys or rating or something like that, I stream on Twitch. It's in the description below, so feel free to come check me out there. Like I said, I post in my Discord when I go live. You guys have been amazing. I appreciate every single one of you. I'm not kidding. The support on the channel has been wild. We're so close to our goal of 1,000 subscribers, and we're going to get there 100% with your guys' help. So thanks again, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.